Hello sports fans, welcome to DDM Sports Central, your one-stop shop for global juicy sporting stories. Major football leagues have ended and now maybe some wives will have to celebrate that their men will come back home and be with them anyways. And then the Gateway Games Ogun 2024 is gradually winding down. Those are some of our top stories, including the fact that Tottenham and Crystal Palace organize victory parades for their victorious teams. Also, Taiwo Awoniyi is back on his feet. We are very happy to hear that. These and more will form the tidbits that we're going to give you today on this edition's DDM Sports Central. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back after this short break. Don't go anywhere. Alright, welcome back. We begin today's edition with athletics, and our star girl is in focus. Toby Amusa delivered a superb performance at the Diamond League in Rabat, Morocco on Sunday, winning gold with a season's best of 12.24 seconds to set a new meeting record that broke McNeil Brynor's past mark of 12.51 seconds. Her win in Rabat is the first major victory for the Nigerian in the 2025 season. Go girl, we wish you all the best in this year. We're going straight to football because major leagues rounded, in fact, leagues have ended this season. And we're starting with the EPL, where we had matches. Ipswich Town lost 1-3 at home to West Ham. Liverpool played out a 1-1 draw against Crystal Palace. Liverpool has won the league already. Bournemouth defeated Leicester City, already relegated Leicester City by 2-0. Manchester United fans will be smiling somewhere. Fulham lost 0-2 to Manchester City. Wolves played out a 1-1 draw against Brentford. Nottingham Forest, with our own Taiwo Awoniyi, though he didn't feature, lost 0-1 to Chelsea. Manchester United put Sansan in Aston Villa's Gary by beating them 2-0, spoiling their Champions League hopes. Southampton lost at home 1-2 to Arsenal. Newcastle lost 0-1 to Everton. Tottenham lost at home 1-4 to Brighton. They just won the Europa League. Maybe it's hangover. Anyway, the EPL table as the league rounded up. Liverpool was top with 84 points, winners already. Arsenal sealed their second position with 74 points. Manchester City from nowhere was third with 71 points. 69 points did Chelsea amass to get fourth position. Newcastle got 66 points to place fifth. And then Tottenham from nowhere will sneak in as the sixth team for England in next season's UEFA Champions League. Aston Villa will go for the Europa League anyway. Well, I know they'll do fine there. They're a good team. Leicester City, Ipswich Town, and Southampton, they head for relegation. Now for the top scorers, we have Mohamed Salah of Liverpool, who scored 29 goals. My guy has renewed his contract with Liverpool, so, well, shine on with your golden boots. Alexander Isak of Newcastle got 23 goals. Second place, Erling Haaland of Manchester City got 22 goals. And those are the top scorers for the EPL. Now we go to the heroic welcome given to Tottenham Hotspur after their heroic victory over Manchester United at the Europa League. The city of London was thrown into wild jubilation as Tottenham Hotspur returned home after their triumph over Manchester United in the finals of the 2024-25 Europa League Europa League Championship. Tottenham had defeated Manchester United 1-0, courtesy of a Brennan Johnson's goal in the 42nd minute of the game at Bilbao last Thursday. Fans were out in their numbers. You need to watch that video. They were out in their numbers to welcome their beloved team who drove in an open bus for the victory parade. In fact, during the interview, there was this guy interviewing them. It was fun. It was fun to see, and I don't blame them. Some train stations were shut down and some roads were blocked to allow for free flow of the parade. With the Europa League victory, Tottenham ended their 17-year trophy drought. Wow! I can imagine the excitement in the minds of the fans. That's why they trooped all out like that. Tottenham had only won EFL trophy way back in 2008. Also, Crystal Palace organized a victory parade for their team, who shocked highly favored Manchester United 1-0 to win the 2024-25 FA Cup, and somehow they sneaked in to the Champions League spot. Now we move over to the La Liga. Some games happened. Villarreal defeated Sevilla 4-2. Athletic Club lost 0-3 to Girona. Then Alaves played out a 1-0 draw against Osasuna. Rayo Vallecano played out a goalless draw with Mallorca. Getafe lost 1-2 to Celta Vigo. Espanyol defeated Las Palmas by 2-0. Leganes defeated Valladolid by 3-0. Real Madrid defeated Real Sociedad by 2-0. Real Betis played out a 1-0 draw against Valencia. Somehow like the jersey of Valencia in that game. That was cute. Well, that was fine. Athletic Club lost 0-3 to Barcelona with our own Lewandowski scoring a brace in that game. I'm missing some very glaring chances anyway. Anyway, as the season ended, Barcelona ended the season winners with 88 points. Real Madrid was second with 84 points. Atletico Madrid was third with 76 points. Athletic Club was fourth with 70 points. Villarreal was also with 70 points in fifth, but difference in goals. All 5 teams qualified for the UEFA Champions League group stage. Real Betis and Celta Vigo, that ended the campaign on 6th and 7th positions respectively with 60 and 55 points, will go for the Europa League group phase. Rayo Vallecano will head for the Conference League. In fact, I must say that it was somehow, I know Kylian Mbappe would have felt somehow, because he was the top scorer of this season's La Liga, but they didn't get to win the La Liga. He was top scorer with 31 goals, followed by Robert Lewandowski of Barcelona, who was able to score 27 goals, including the 2 goals he scored in the last game, their last game of the season. Ante Bodmer was third with 21 goals. Now we move over to the Serie A, and it was to the final day. It was somehow, for those of us following, you see that it was going up and down, up and down. Napoli won in the end. Well, some games, Empoli lost 1-2 to Verona. Venezia lost 2-3 to Juventus. Torino lost 0-2 to Roma. Udinese lost 2-3 to Fiorentina. Lazio lost 0-1 to Lecce. Atalanta lost 2-3 at home to Parma, even though Ademola Lookman didn't score. Milan defeated Monza by 2-0. Bologna lost at home to Genoa by 1-3. Como lost at home to 0-2 to Inter Milan, and that was it. It was looking like Inter was going to win. It was looking like Napoli was going to lose. But anyways, Napoli were able to defeat Cagliari by 2-0. What's his name? Lukaku was able to score in that game. Now, this was how the table looked like at the end of the season. Napoli, 82 points first. Inter with 81 points, just a point, close. Atalanta, 74 points in third. Juve, 70 points in fourth. Napoli, Inter Milan, Atalanta, and Juve will represent Italy in the UEFA Champions League next season, while Roma will go for the Europa League. Fiorentina will go for the Europa Conference League. But then, Empoli, Venezia, and Monza have been relegated. That's how it is. Okay, now for the top scorers of the Serie A. Atalanta didn't get to win, just like the other one we talked about, La Liga. La Liga. Matteo Retegui of Atalanta emerged the highest goal scorer of the campaign with 25 goals. Moise Kean came second with 19 goals, while Ademola Lookman of Atalanta and Nigeria was able to score 15 goals and occupy the third position. Now coming over to the local league, FIFA is congratulating Remo Stars. They officially congratulated Remo Stars FC on winning the 2024-25 Nigeria Premier Football League, marking a historic achievement for the club. In a letter to the club president shared on social media, FIFA praised Remo Stars for their consistent performance throughout the season, which led to their maiden league title. Who would have thought Remo Stars would have come first? Considering the Giants already there in the league, but it's okay. President Gianni Infantino also extended appreciation to the Nigeria Football Federation, led by Ibrahim Gusau, for its role in supporting football development. Now, Remo Stars secured the title on match day 35. Did you hear that? Match day 35, 3 games to go. But celebrated with a 4-1 win over my darling Ikorodu City in Ikene, where the trophy was formally presented. There were some other matches in the Nigeria Professional Football League, and they were already relegated. Lobby Stars managed to defeat Bendel Insurance by 2-1. Shooting Stars hammered Enugu Rangers. I don't know what happened to Enugu Rangers. They lost. Shooting Stars hammered them 5-1. Enyimba of Oba lost 0-1 to Plateau United. El Kanemi Warriors defeated Sunshine Stars by 1-0. Heartland, already relegated, defeated Aqua United by 2-1. Bayelsa United defeated Remo Stars by 3-0. Niger Tornadoes defeated Nasarawa United by 3-2. Katsina United defeated Kwara United. United. Anyways, defeated Kwara United by 1-0. My darling Ikorodu City defeated Abia Warriors by 3-2. Now, this was how the MPFL table looked at the end of the season. Remo Stars won the competition, the campaign with 71 points. Rivers United was second with 64 points. Abia Warriors was third with 60 points. Ikorodu United, my darling team, was fourth with 59 points. But then we have Remo Stars and Rivers United flying the country's flag in the CAF Champions League. I pray, for goodness sake, I pray they do well this time around, not crashing in the first round or maybe somewhere around the qualifying stages. The CAF Confederations Cup will see Abia Warriors and the winner of the President's Federations Cup fly the country's flag. Aqua United, Sunshine Stars, Lobby Stars, and Heartland again have been relegated. Anyways, let's touch a little about Bundesliga. We already told you that Bayern Munich won the Bundesliga title. Bayern Leverkusen, Eintracht Frankfurt, and Borussia Dortmund will be representatives from Germany for the UEFA Champions League. SC Freiburg will go for the Europa League, while Mainz will go for the Europa Conference League. Holstein Kiel and VfL Bochum were relegated. Harry Kane was the highest goal scorer with 26 goals. Patrick Schick of Leverkusen came second with 21 goals. Cyril Grassi was third with 21 goals. Same with Patrick, but placed third because of his club's positioning on the league table. Now the Super Eagles are in London for the Unity Cup. Well, is it consequential? But then they are in London for the Unity Cup. They have arrived in London to begin preparations for the 2025 Unity Cup, a four-nation invitational tournament featuring Nigeria, Ghana, Jamaica, and Trinidad and Tobago. Nigeria is going to play Ghana, while Trinidad and Tobago will play Jamaica. So the winner in both games will play each other in the finals. So the tournament starts on Wednesday, May 28th at Brentford's G-Tech Community Stadium. And 10 foreign-based professionals, including Kelechi Iheanacho and Wilfred Ndidi. 5 more players, including goalkeepers Stanley Nwabali and Maduka Okoye, are expected to, join the team soon to complete the 25-man squad. Coach Eric Seko Chell views the Unity Cup as key preparation for the 2026 World Cup qualifiers and a vital blend of talents. I heard they've deducted some points from South Africa and somehow hopes are high for the Nigerian side. Please just win your games and leave that side. Win your games first. Taiwo Awoniyi is back on his feet, and it was good to see him again. After undergoing an emergency abdominal surgery, and he came around for the final game of the season for his club, Nottingham Forest, against Chelsea. Although he didn't feature in the game, it was good to see Taiwo Awoniyi back on his feet. Good to see his attire. One beautiful, one tuxedo, fine one like that blue. He was clad in a Canadian tuxedo and wore a bright smile as he waved happily to the fans in attendance. Now, that scene where he had the issue, in fact, it's not a good scene to see. The Super Eagles striker ruptured his intestine after clattering his midriff against the woodwork on duty for the Tricky Trees. That's how Nottingham. That's another name for Nottingham Forest, as they're called. Against Leicester City on Sunday, May 11, 2025. He underwent emergency surgery during which he was placed in a coma. I was scared when I heard that news, sincerely. But when I looked at the playback of what happened, I said to myself, God, please let this guy be okay. I was so exciting to see him back on his feet. Taiwo Awoniyi is back on his feet. He's okay. And we hope to see him flourish with his career in the next season. And with that, we have come to the end of today's edition of DDM Sports Central. We want to believe that you enjoyed today's package and you will not hesitate to like, share, and comment on today's edition and on other previous editions of DDM Sports Central. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Diaspora Digital Media. If you use DDM TV, it will take you to the same bus stop. So until I come your way again with another edition of DDM Sports Central, I remain your host, Will Sparks. We do have a lovely and sporty day ahead. Bye for now.